everybody to another night, another Thursday night here on Facebook Live. You're with the team from Simply Made Local. I'm Abby.
Ryan.
Taylor.
Mary. And we are the Fun for Business Ladies from simplymadelocal.com. We are a virtual online marketplace for all things handmade, digitally created, DIY assembled, and pretty much the most awesome things you've ever seen. So definitely go over to simplymadelocal.com now and check out all of our products that we have available from many different makers all over the United States. I mean, it's just been amazing this week. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah, this week has been, I mean, just personally, we've gotten a lot accomplished, and like, yeah, I just think things are really booming for us right now. We're doing great.
Things are really good. We've had quite a few makers upload new fall products to the site. So if you're looking for home decor or just some really fun products that are fall related, we've got jewelry, accessories, clothing. Definitely come check that out and support a local artist in your area or in the United States, because all of our makers do offer shipping. So definitely go check it out. But on Thursday nights, every Thursday night here on Facebook Live at 7 p.m., we come together, us girls, to do something that we love, which is crafting with our friends. So we invite you to join us here every Thursday night for a different craft. Ryan does a fantastic job just scouring over through Pinterest at pinterest.com, and she finds us some of the most incredible trending projects, and then we bring them here to you live on Thursday, and we put our own personal spin on those projects. So definitely join us. We put out our supply list on Mondays. And so you'll be able to find out what craft we're doing for that Thursday, and you'll be able to collect your supplies and craft along with us. So that's a lot of fun. So tonight we have something really fun. It's October 1st. So we thought we would kick off the October month and the fall season with a really fun project. So Ryan, tell us what we're doing.
We are each taking the lovely Dollar Tree trucks and making a cool sign out of them. So as usual, we are four vastly different people, and we are all doing something very different. Like, my truck's already black. I'm getting spooky Halloween on it,
which is weird. I'm surprised it's not pink sparkly, you guys.
Yes,
don't worry, the sparkles will come in later.
Don't you worry.
Glitter involved in my project. Just because it's spooky doesn't mean it can't be sparkly spooky. Like, for instance, we actually all started out with the Christmas tree trucks, because these trucks sometimes are hard to find. So when you see them, snatch up a ton, because they're so versatile. So I'm doing a spooky Halloween pumpkin patch kind of scene. I'm putting mine on another pumpkin and then sticking it, show you guys how to make a cool stand for it so it can be freestanding. Carrie is doing a really cool thing where she's making one for all seasons. That's what you're doing too, Taylor, right? Yeah, but they're doing them both in a little different way. So they're using different products to attach the different seasons. And Abby is doing kind of her awesome boho theme on hers, right?
Yeah, doing something a little bit more earthy green, kind of really reminds you of that farm feel. So I thought that was kind of fun. But what I love is that all of my supplies, minus one thing, I believe, is from the Dollar Tree. So this is a complete Dollar Tree haul again for our project tonight. So that was
we've kind of become known for, I think, a little bit. And I don't necessarily know if that was our intention in the beginning, but I've become obsessed with it. I know that you girls, you know, have kind of also become obsessed with it. And I think at a time like right now, it's like, you know, we want to be able to get these things for a good price and be able to craft, you know, on a budget, because so many people aren't able to throw so much money into these crafts right now with everything going on. So I think it's kind of a cool thing to be able to be a part of craft crafting, but on a budget. These projects, when they're done, if you guys, if this is your first time to Simply Made Local and to one of our craft nights here on a Thursday, our stuff does not look like it's been crafted on a budget. Like the stuff that we come up with and the things that end product does not look like it's been crafted on a budget. So stay tuned for the full video, and you guys are going to want to see what it looks like at the end. It's super fun to watch and, you know, just see exactly what you can get out of, you know, these quote unquote Dollar Tree or budget, products. And it's fun to see what comes out of it.
I do have to say a couple of my things came from the Target dollar spot, not Dollar Tree, because this year Dollar Tree didn't have these little wooden pumpkins like they did last year, and I didn't have any of the bigger ones left. But I got a really cool pack, and they're like this heavy duty cardboard pumpkin set, and it came with pumpkins and like other seasonal gourds. So, but it was in the dollar spot at Target.
So exactly what you were saying, Taylor, is kind of what I agree, is that not so much is it for, do I like doing the Dollar Tree crafts for the being frugal? I mean, that does help, but it's the technicality of it. So I'm a crafter that likes a challenge, and I love to see something and try to almost one up it or do it, but do it with my own spin, my own style. So I look at these other projects that people are doing with these same supplies, and I try to think, what can I do? And I think that that's what's most fun in doing the Dollar Tree project. So that's kind of what we try to bring you. So definitely these vintage trucks are so much fun because you can do so many different things. So if you see them at your Dollar Tree, snatch them up because they're flying off the shelves, and because there's just so many things you can do. And you can even if you can buy these in bulk, and you can make them to sell, because it's just such a trending theme right now. A decor theme is this vintage truck. So if you're somebody who's looking for a new project that you can do, that you can sell and make money, this make some extra income this holiday end of the year, this is where it's at. So, and if you need somewhere to sell those projects and those products, come on over to simplymadelocal.com, because you're going to be able to sign up for a premium membership and get a whole first month free with us using code HANDMADE during sign up. So that is really cool. We invite all new makers to come try us out. We are a virtual marketplace. We are an Etsy alternative that is just giving so many small businesses some new opportunities. So we won't spend too much time talking about that right now, because I want to dive into this craft. I'm so excited. So Ryan kind of told you everything that we're doing. Did we go over supply list?
Well, sort of. We each have some sort of sign backing. We each have a truck. We each have a method that we're going to be hanging the sign. And like I have a box that I'm going to be standing my sign up in. We've each got paints, paintbrushes, glue sticks, and any kind of pumpkin accessories that you're going to be putting in. You're back in the truck.
So we're going to get started here. I'm just going to recap a little bit. So we are 4 crafters. We all have a different style. So we invite you to follow along with us. You can watch this video after the live and kind of fast forward and rewind and kind of hone into one person's craft if you really want to go with one person's style more than somebody else. We are going to point out things as we go, but we've all kind of already started, so we'll recap. And we want to know where you are watching from. So if you're a maker, please tell us what you love to make yourself. If you sell products, please tell us what you sell. Go ahead and throw up your website or your Instagram handle up there in our comments. We want to know where you're crafting from. We always love to know where in the United States people are watching from. So let us know who you are, where you're crafting from, and let's get started.
Well, we always love to follow other followers. So we love a follow for follow type thing. That's always something that I like to do on Facebook or Instagram. I will always go on and follow you guys back. I love to go on and see what you guys are making. And yes, let us know any of your guys' social media information and handles, because we will go on there and follow.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just kind of get started. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I kind of already got started. So here's the vintage truck. I am applying a green color to this truck. I am using apple barrel paints from Walmart that I had already purchased. I love this brand as well as the Waverly brand, so I'll be using those paints. And then I did purchase some popsicle sticks that I'm going to show you how to make a really cool crate in the back, as well as add some really cool 3D elements to the truck and really vintage that truck up, show you how to put some rust on there. And then I've got this crate here that I'm going to be attaching the truck to. That way I can do some bigger items and make it look like some really cool stuff to put in the back of that truck. Like for Christmas, I'll probably get a small Christmas tree, and I'll be able to put that a live one right there because I really love live plants. So that's my plan. So right now, while the other girls tell you what they're doing, I'm just going to continue painting and applying that first layer of green onto the truck.
Oh,
Ryan.
shall I go next? Okay, so like I showed before, I have my black truck that I already started rusticking because I want it to kind of be done when it's my turn, so I can show you how I make the stand of it. And I'm going to be taking and putting it onto this. And then I'm gonna have a little ghost friend inside the cab. I picked this whole little cute pack up. It has ghost pumpkins and bats in it. So my little ghost friend's gonna be driving along in the truck with some pumpkins in the back and some little black bats flying around. And then I also have a little sign that says Happy Halloween that I'm gonna put on my box.
Cute. Very cute.
I'm excited.
I love it.
I love that every year you'll be able to get this decor piece back out again and add something new to the bed of the truck.
Yeah, it will be awesome. All right,
Yeah.
Taylor, what you got?
Up to.
Tag, Taylor, you're
Okay. So, as you guys heard before, I'm kind of going to be doing mine a little bit different. So I am going to be doing one that's interchangeable for the seasons. So mine is going to be just a little bit, I don't know, kind of complicated for me. Usually I don't go this this complicated, but I wanted mine to be able to be hung up on a door or a wall somewhere. So it's going to be the truck itself, and then I'm going to be hanging it with some ribbon, and then I'm going to have the bottom piece here, and it's going to say whichever season I am celebrating down here at the bottom. And so I have these little, you can kind of see these little stencils here. So this one says autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. And this one is going to be obviously for autumn. This is going to be the one I'm going to be doing now. And I have a pumpkin that I'm going to be putting in the back. And yes, he is a bigger pumpkin, but I thought it was kind of hilarious that it was this giant pumpkin that was going to go in the back of my truck. Like world's largest pumpkin.
That.
So this one is going to go in the back of my truck. And then I have this buffalo print, buffalo check, orange ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to probably do a very large bow at the top. And some, I'm probably going to do 2 hanging ribbons from each side using Velcro. So I actually got this from the Dollar Tree, and everything is going to be removable. So the signs themselves are going to be removable, and the bows are going to be removable because I have Halloween and I have Christmas. So I have 3 different sets. So that's what I will be doing. By the time that this is all done, I will have autumn, Halloween, Christmas, and I'll probably do some more depending on where I go, but I can always add more. And so for Halloween, I have a black sparkly ribbon and some black sparkly bats that can go in the back of my truck. And then for Christmas, I have the Christmas tree along with some other, these ones I got at the Dollar Tree, but it's just their little wooden, the little wooden
Taylor.
So I'm going to kind of put all these together, removable with the, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you cut out for a second.
I cut out.
Now you're back.
Sorry, that's what happens when you share Wi-Fi. So, but that is it. I have all of my paints here, and I have them in this my little pie dish like a little kid. But this is, I love using this method. So I'm going to get to painting my truck, and I'm just going to turn my camera down, and you guys can watch me kind of just paint my truck. That's what I'm going to start off with.
Very cool. All right, Carrie, what are you doing tonight?
I am turning this little dollar store sign into kind of a faux shiplap sign. I've already started one of the lines there. So I chalk painted this with my off-white chalk paint, and then I'm going to go over the lines that I've kind of sketched out here with a gray paint. I may try to take some sandpaper to this later, but we'll see how it goes with the lines. And then I've got my cute little yellow truck that I've already painted to save time. And I'm going to be putting some different things in the back. I'm actually going to pop this off of the sign a little bit so it's a little more 3D. And so I have either a block or some wine corks that I'm going to use to pop that out a little bit. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. And then I made a little sign out of poster board. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I just Mod Podged that together. So that's going to go on the bottom. And right now I've got this crazy little cat that actually came off the front of this sign.
Can we see what the front of the sign looked like? Do you still have that?
I do. I didn't paint it.
Yeah, I want to show. Yeah, look everybody what she did. So she's repurposing. That is just so cool. Repurposing a different sign, but still using it.
Right. I really like the shape of this one too. So I think it'll be cute with everything on there. And then I do have the little Christmas tree I saved so that I can paint that guy and use that for Christmas. So I can change out the stuff in the back, and I'm gonna just attach those things with Velcro to the back of the truck. That way I can switch them out whenever the seasons change. And then I might get crazy and make some little pumpkins out of some wool balls and little pieces of wine cork. Oh, and my wheels. I'm gonna paint these because I have a cat thief that likes to steal my craft supplies, so I need to make new little wine cork wheels. So we're gonna be painting those too. Yep.
All right.
Get going here.
So on mine, I already applied the green. So I'm letting that sort of dry. And while I'm doing that, I'm setting up to make the bed of the truck, the crate. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get these, they're almost like skewers, but they pretty much are skewers. And then you're gonna take your popsicle sticks, and I just cut off one of the rounded edges, and I did 2 of those. So that's going to create that back bed. So I got those 2, and I'm cutting the little skewer into 5 little pieces. And then I'm gonna paint them, or glue them and then paint them.
That's for the little like bed of the truck, the
Yes.
grate. Cute.
Yes.
No, I thought about doing one.
Pop up adhesive little circles too at the Dollar Tree to kind of give this whole project like a little bit more of a 3D appearance. So I'm gonna put some of these behind my truck.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
mentioned that in my supply list.
I know. I figured out the wine corks earlier today because I wanted something for the wheels that came off, you know, instead of just
Awesome.
painting white on the circles. So I figured wine corks are easy to cut up, so we're going with them.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for different ways to kind of pop out those wheels. So I collected some bottle caps, and I'm gonna make those be the rim. So I'm trying to give it like a little bit of a tractor green farm look.
That's cute.
Yeah, this is a fun one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, now you guys just inspired me. I still have this whole jar of jewels. Maybe I'll put some jewels on my truck wheels.
Yes, Jules, there you go.
Yes, Ryan, you have to now.
Yeah, it's like I have this whole thing of fall jewels. I've already started glittering. What's more bling? Seems appropriate for my house.
And then what I'm going to do here is with, and I'll show you as I glue them on, but I'm just kind of measuring out. I'm doing different things to just enhance the 3D-ness of the truck. So I'm adding a skewer to make it look like there's a hood. I'm also going to add a piece of skewer to the window ledge there, kind of puff that out. So I'm just kind of cutting away. Things are flying everywhere around here.
I totally love that idea though, Abby. I would have never ever thought about that to do. I think that that's a great idea for someone that wants to add that dimension, you know, and not necessarily with paint.
Yeah.
Weird because I've gotten the one that had the pumpkins in it earlier in the year. It had like a truck bed on it already. Like it did have more 3D. I felt like this Christmas one was a little bit more simple.
It's cute though. I mean, you know, you can do some kind of, I tried to do like a little bit of a rusty look. Like I added a little brown to my yellow to kind of change up the rims and the door a little bit and add a little rust to it kind of. So makes it look a little more vintage. Hopefully we pulled that one off. We may have to do some more shading later, but.
Okay. So I think I have all my pieces picked out now. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing them on. So I'm going to start with adding the pieces to the bed of the truck. Like I said, you're going to use about, I think I went with 5. Let me just see how this looks. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm going to do 5 pieces here on the back, and I'm just going to glue them evenly. Let me see if I can get the camera down so that you can see me apply these pieces. Let's see if you can get down a little bit more.
All right, real quick, you guys, do you like this layout?
Oh my gosh, that looks great.
That's so
I love
cute.
Yeah, I kind of like the glittery pumpkins rather than these like smiley face ones.
Yeah. Now I need to figure out how to make the pumpkins out of these little wool guys. I may just draw lines on them. I think it might work. I may try to get crazy and sell them. See. I like the crafts to take me where they want me to go.
Exactly. Because I kind of had a different plan for this when I first started. So.
Okay.
I gotta go get some more glue. Oh, here.
I think I've got my lines adequate here. Let's see. Does this work, girls?
Yes. I like it.
Glue
So
down
I
my
put the
sign
glue
thing
down,
here.
and now I'm just, my glue ran dry. So I'm going to do that again. Oh, the glue ran dry. And
I feel like
now,
I can never get the glue on fast enough.
all right. This is, okay, get this down. So I don't know if anybody is new to us here on Thursdays, but I think we did our most favorite project last week. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go on over to our Facebook page or our Instagram, because let me tell you, let me bring it. It's right behind me.
I know mine's up on my shelf over there.
Oh,
Mine's at work.
look at how cool that turned out.
Yeah.
$3, you guys. $3 from the Dollar Tree. That's all this book cost me. This is just, I already had the paint and the glue. So the only thing I paid for on this guy was these plastic snakes, $1. The eyeball, $1. And the book, $1. That's it. That is just, that blew my mind. That was such a fun craft. So
Crafting on
definitely.
a Thursday night with your best friends, priceless.
Yes, what Taylor said. So that's what we do. We just try to have some fun. We try to put our own spin on things. A lot of the time when we come on a Thursdays, we're actually trying out a project that some of us may have never tried before, which is really funny. We definitely figure out what works and what doesn't work. Sometimes it looks great, sometimes it doesn't. So there you go. I've got those spikes in the bed of the truck. So now I'm going to lay the popsicle sticks over it, and then I'm going to paint it brown.
Just trying to figure out the position here. Where do I want this guy? That should work.
So this one's going to work best if I put the glue on the little spikes here. And then I'll be using just some watered down brown paint. That usually gives a really nice stained wood look if you really thin out that paint. So, oh, I love, Taylor, how you made that look so rustic.
I know Taylor's the only one doing like an actual red truck.
I know. Well, I love yellow, so obviously that's where I went, but
I already have like a teal truck that matches like my fall decor, so.
I do love that teal truck though, and that teal truck is really cute.
Yeah, like it.
Adding
So
my
There
this-
goes all my little bats.
This old truck actually has some like weird sentimental value to me. And I almost did it in this blue color because my grandfather had an old truck like this. And yeah, I almost did it in a blue. So maybe the next one I'll do it in a dark blue, and we called it Old Blue. That was the name of it. And, yeah, so that might be the next one that I do.
Maybe that was like a very popular truck and color because my grandfather also had an old blue one. I never saw it running. It was always just like jungle equipment in the backyard.
Yeah. But we also had another one that, well, okay, so my grandfather and father tried to put it back together. It was a 57 Chevy, and I remember this, and it was in our garage for the longest time, and that one was red. And I think it was just an excuse for them to get together and say that they were going to put it together.
Yeah.
But they actually never did. But that one was red. And I remember very vividly, there's pictures of me sitting in a lawn chair, a plastic lawn chair in the driver's seat all the time. I remember I would go out in the garage and hang out with them. And yeah, sentimental value there for sure with the old trucks.
I feel like a lot of people have that really love these red trucks. My family had a red truck. It was an old Ford F-150. It was red. It was more like a maroon color, but that was like, I have some amazing road trip memories in that truck.
Yeah.
Back before seatbelts were a thing.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Or car seats.
Pile in the back. No
Seatbelts
problem.
were like optional, you know.
They were a suggestion.
They were suggestion. All right.
Okay, that's
All right,
awesome.
I need to fetch more pumpkins because I decided I'm going to put them around the edge of this, and yeah.
Okay, so I got another layer of green paint on there. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I am going to vintage that up a bit with some black, but I want to let that dry a little bit. So now I'm going to, let's see, what should I do? I can start painting the back of the truck brown. Now, like I said before, I'm really watering down this brown so it looks like a stain.
And the main part of my sign is actually complete now. So I layered in all of those elements.
Cute.
Yeah, and so now I'm just working on the base of it a little bit to add some little pizzazz there, so.
So you will be able to see these trucks finished this Saturday. Yes.
Saturday, yep.
We did not run our finished products last Saturday, which we normally do.
Right.
Because we ran one of our most favorite articles of the year. We ran our fashion blog. Miss Carrie wrote a phenomenal article on the fashion that is trending for fall 2020 in the midst of a pandemic. So that was different. Definitely different. What was your favorite part of that blog, Carrie? Now that we can talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I loved the boots. The fringe boots were one of my favorite. The pictures were just phenomenal.
They were gorgeous.
The fringe, all the fringe. Oh, wow. If you guys love fringe,
my
you're
goodness.
going to want to see this article.
Yeah.
I loved the baby in the boots.
I know. It's pretty much like a boho year. It felt like there was a lot of very like boho styles out, some very classic stuff too though, which was fun also.
I did see, yeah, some of that classic jewelry.
Yeah, there was,
but I liked a lot of that boho look. Yeah. Oh, and can we talk about those comfy t-shirts?
Oh my gosh,
the VW bug. Oh my gosh.
Yes. The colors she uses too. Oh my god, they were so great.
Yeah, so that was a very neat article. So be sure to check that out. So not only do we have a handmade virtual marketplace at simplymadelocal.com, but you're going to find a really expansive blog that just has it all. So we've got craft tutorials up there, but we also have, we call it our favorites. We once a month pick a theme, and then we find the absolute best products that we can find, handmade products, and we feature those artists that are just really doing some cutting edge things in the crafting industry. So they are really pushing that envelope, coming up with new innovative ways to bring products to the world. So we find the best of those artists and we feature them once a month at simplymadelocal.com on our blog. You'll be able to find that at the bottom of the marketplace. There's also a blog button at the top. So definitely check that out. It's really good. And we've got a lot of really fun tutorials from last year that are still just really cool. So you could check those out. Those are all on the blog as well.
Right. Yeah, there's a bunch still up. We have, our blog is pretty phenomenal, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So great job, Carrie. That is definitely a read that you're not going to want to miss. So head over to check that out. And then, like I said, we had quite a few makers just refresh and update their shops this week. To celebrate the beginning of October. So we have a new maker and we featured her today on our Instagram. She does DIY craft kits and we love craft kits here. So anytime any of our artists want to help out and teach or just promote, yeah, people trying out a new craft and really putting together those kits so that they can try it out and see if that's something that they like to do. We love you. So there it is with that watered down brown that makes it look like stain. So that's turning out really fun. I'm loving that. So now I'm going to add some of those elements to the truck that I was talking about, but I think I'm going to paint them first and then glue them down.
All right, and I think I've just about finished decorating my whole base part. It's really cute. So what this piece is just one of these little what do you even call them? Like shelf sitters or wall hangers. Like this one was a Thanksgiving theme, and it said gather, and it had like a weird design around the outside edges so you can just set it, but people do lots of things with them. So what I've done is put that Happy Halloween sign on it, painted it orange. It was like a plain brown, and I adding pumpkins around at least halfway to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my X-Acto knife. Well, first I'm going to take my pumpkin sign that I finished, and I added the little jewels on the wheels, and I added a headlight and a brake light. So
I love it.
turned out real cute. And I'm gonna measure, kind of put it down here and center it onto my board. I don't know how you can see it. Center it onto my board, and then I'm just kind of take my X-Acto knife and the 3 little dips where the pumpkin rests, and kind of just mark the line there. Because I'm gonna cut those down, and then I'm gonna just push this down in it and glue it so it will stay. So here I go.
That is a really great idea, Ryan, for creating a stand. That is super cool.
It's actually Taylor's idea, so thanks, Taylor.
No problem, anytime. You hit
So
up
when it's
YouTube,
fine,
guys.
like it's tearing up my paint a little bit, but that's gonna be fine because I'm gonna push this down, and if I have to touch up the paint a little bit, it'll be okay. Also might help if my X-Acto knife was a tiny bit sharper. So if somebody else wants to proceed, I actually think I got all the way through right now, but just gonna dig a little groove right here for a minute.
So are you done with your truck then, Taylor? Have you moved on to your, so you're painting your pumpkin now?
So here is what my truck kind of looks like. I haven't finished the wheels yet, but the truck portion is completed.
Oh, wow.
So I need to finish up some details in the wheels. And now I'm moving on to the pumpkin.
And
All
tell
right.
them I thought it was cool where you got that pumpkin. It was a neat idea.
Yeah, so this was actually a one of those signs that had pumpkin football, and I took it off of there, and I took the actual
one.
So I took the paper off, and I was going to use this side, but I didn't end up getting all the paper off. And you really could if you had a circular sander, like a real sander. And my husband was going to do it, and I kind of I told him I didn't need his help. I told one of no, I don't need your help, babe. And I probably could have used his help on this one. So I'm just gonna flip that over. But you could do either or. But if you really do need to get the paper off of the other side, that's where a sander comes in handy. And I could have easily done it. It was just late at night last night. So I'll just let that go, and I could have done it. And I am going in with orange and brown and white, and I like to mix all my colors. I like to add water. I like to, I don't know. I like to mix and mix and mix until I get the color I want.
Yeah, that's really neat. Okay, I'm getting these black tires on here, and then I'll be able to kind of vintage up the truck. I'm going to add these bottle caps, and then yeah, we should be looking pretty good here pretty soon.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if I like it was popped out with the Velcro or if I should pop it out further, but this is
wow,
really
look at
fun.
that. I like the cat on there.
I know, I like the cat
Love the
lying
yellow.
on the back. I'm trying to figure out how to put some pumpkins in here, but I'm not sure if I like the look of it. So I might try to find one of those little pumpkin cutouts, or maybe make one with felt or something like that.
I liked your felted little pumpkin idea. Those would be
I
add a really cool texture to it.
They're just kind of small, so they're not quite like when I put them in here. I'm gonna have to make like a stack of them, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn these into pumpkins in the first place, but that might work. I don't know.
This was a whole lot more difficult than I was
I
anticipating.
know. I
I
really
did
thought.
a couple of them ahead of time.
Okay, so there you go, folks. Let us figure it out here live. We'll tell you what works and what doesn't work.
Like, what other tools are at my disposal?
I did see you pull a knife out of your purse today.
Yeah, well, I'm using this, my hook from my Cricut. See if I can, nope, that's not gonna work. Hey, where is my purse? Here was my purse.
So now I'm gonna attach this fender, or no, these are running boards to the truck here. That was the popsicle stick that I used. I painted it black. I got the black on the tires, and now I'm going to just add those 3D elements and kind of just blend them in. Very careful here to get some glue on this without burning my fingers. Flash.
My flesh. Oh, I burned it earlier. I was holding it in because you were talking.
Yeah, I pretty much do that every single time we do these.
Hey, Taylor, the purse knife is working.
Yay!
Just be very careful. However, we are nurses. We'll just tell you to walk it off.
Yeah,
Right.
it's no blood. You're fine. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of sandpaper. Now we'll touch up the paint.
Almost done here. Getting these pieces on.
Let's see if that fits in there now.
Okay, there's the door piece. And now I'm going to get.
If you ever want to add dimension to a pumpkin, go out and around, kind of. I don't know if you guys can see that. It kind of adds a little bit of dimension.
Yeah, I started to do that with my black pumpkins here underneath, but then I was like, no, I want to have glitter.
I don't know if this pumpkin's gonna turn out looking like a pumpkin or a basketball, but I'm rolling with this right now. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so here are those 3D elements, and now I'm just going to kind of blend them in, and I'm going to add the bottle caps to the tires.
I love it, Abby.
Thanks.
That looks really cute.
Very cute.
And then my goal is to add a little bit of rust, and I found this really cool idea for the rust using cinnamon, and you can find cinnamon from the Dollar Tree. You can sprinkle it on your car as the paint is tacky to really give it that rusty color. So now I'm just going to dab on dry brushing some black onto this truck to really kind of give it that more vintagey feel, and just kind of highlight some of the areas here.
Hey, this is also relieving some tension. I'm just saying, stabbing with something.
Okay. I don't know.
So,
I don't know. Okay.
well, we're kind of just finishing up our thing. What have you guys been watching on Netflix lately?
So, well, mine's all depressing and true crimey. I did on Hulu, I did start The Vow. I think it's Hulu. Yeah, Hulu.
Oh no, it's on Prime. Because I'm watching it too.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know about this pumpkin.
HBO on Hulu, so it's mine is.
Oh, well then I have HBO on Prime, then that must be it.
Yes, I have to say I'm watching that as well. I think, you know, it's kind of smart to be aware of those things. Like at first I was like, oh, I don't know about watching this, kind of crazy, but I think for educational purposes, it's good
Yeah.
to
the
watch
first,
stuff like
half
that.
an
It's about manipulation and getting sucked into a cult and not necessarily realizing that you're getting sucked into a cult. So,
Okay, but how many of you started to watch it and then you went, oh my gosh, I have been inches away from a cult before?
yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, you need to know, you need to kind of know those warning signs on when to get out.
the first 10 minutes, I was like, hey, this doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah,
Really
this sounds like a
funny.
great idea.
Yes, the first beginning of it, I was like, sign me up. Where do I sign up?
That's how I felt watching it. Wild Country, I think. Speaking of cults, really good one.
Oh, what's it called?
Wild Country, I want to say. I believe it's Wild Country. It's about Osho. It's really good. It's crazy.
I'm just
Like
kind
at
of
first,
going
and it's
crazy.
one of those, at first it sounds
Dabbing
really
everywhere.
nice. It's not, or it wasn't.
Okay, y'all, I am not
I don't know.
succeeding in this. This is being very difficult, so I'm taking a different tactic. When in doubt, try something different, right?
I know.
So this
My
is
cat
the
will
part
help me look
where
up right
I
here.
just put the paint on the fender, and now I'm just going to kind of sprinkle on some cinnamon to give it that rustic look. I think that is so fun, and I hope it smells like cinnamon.
I don't know. I think I should have not gone with black for this pumpkin. I'm not sure. It looks more like a basketball.
Just dry brush it with the orange over it, maybe. What do you
That's
think,
a good
Taylor?
idea. Let me try that.
Yeah,
Let me see.
that can't hurt. I mean,
No.
give it more of that pumpkin-y look.
So I'm going to use the assistance of some popsicle sticks down in the weird holes I made.
Down in the weird holes I made.
I like my little cork stem though. I feel like the cork stem is good.
Yeah, it's really
The
cute.
rest of it, I have to paint it more.
Okay, guys, there's with the cinnamon.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
Oh, cute.
I love it. That turned out adorable.
All right, now I'm gonna get some rust on the top of the hood, and then I'm just about done here. I'm gonna attach it to my basket and be able to put my pumpkins right in.
Yeah, I feel like I need a pumpkin or something. Don't think I'm going to be able to do this on camera because I don't have the supplies right here, but I think I might just try to make a pumpkin a little bit different. I don't know.
I love that this truck smells like cinnamon now.
It's beautiful and fragrant. All right, well, that worked like a charm. Yay!
Very cute.
Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
Very
Hey, oh
cute.
my gosh, Ryan.
Okay, so if you didn't see what I did, those 3 holes, I would have had to make them massive to get those down in there, and that was
Oh,
just
wow.
way too much work. So I just took 3 large pumpkin sticks. I glued them to inside there, and they are pressed all the way down, so they'll give more support on the bottom. And then I just glued that on there.
Very
And
cute.
it's a little bit, but when it's sitting up, it's okay.
All right, I think I figured out this pack.
Okay, now I think I'm just gonna take some white and just highlight some pieces to really make them pop out even more, and then I am done. So we've got just a couple more minutes. We try to just keep you on here for an hour max, even though we could be on here for hours with you. And I'll tell you a little secret. We usually stay on for about another hour live, just because this is just so much fun, just hanging out with friends and being able to just I don't know, just
Catch up and have
have a great time
in person.
Love it.
All right, I fixed the cat. It was like flopping around here, so I glued a bit of cork to the back so it pops it out a little bit more. So there we go. Like,
Awesome.
now I just need to figure out what to stick in this corner, and I think I may just try to find myself a pumpkin or something like that.
I still really think like a bunch of those little felted pumpkins would be adorable.
It would be. I think it would be actually pretty cute if I can get this fixed up here. Not
Oh,
looking so much like a basketball. I chose the wrong color for the line.
I think you could go over it. You could probably fix it
Yeah, I'm
if you
gonna
really
try.
wanted to.
We'll see here. I have more. If this one doesn't work, I can try again. Might go with this beige and then do some orange over that or something. See if I can fix it.
Oh my gosh, I love my little sign. Gotta get these like little hot glue stringies.
Okay.
And I think we're just about done.
That's right about 8.
Yeah. Okay, so we take a moment and I'll say goodbye.
So there it is with the highlighted white. So that just gave it a little bit even more dimension. So there's that truck.
Yeah.
I was able
that's
to
what I-
do this whole thing with just $1. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to this crate, just like this. And then it's going to look like that sitting on my shelf. So that makes it stand up. And then what I'm going to do is I'll probably put a pumpkin. I'll fill this up with pumpkins and pine cones. So it looks kind of like it's sitting in the truck. And then, like I said, for Christmas, I'm going to put an actual real small potted Christmas tree and make it kind of like a plant holder. So that's me.
So cute. I love that, Abby. Oh my gosh, these are so
Ryan,
cute.
so adorable. I love it for Halloween.
That's so cute.
That is really cute.
All right, so we're all done here tonight. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining us this Thursday, just like every Thursday here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for supporting Simply Made Local and our virtual marketplace. We're always looking for new crafters and makers to join our creative community. So if that's something you're looking for, use code handmade and sign up and check out all of the benefits that we have to offer. And we're just a really fun community. So thank you for joining us. We'll check you back here next Thursday for a whole new craft. Oh, next Thursday, we are doing another fun Halloween spooky project. We're going to show you how to do those popular Dollar Tree pool noodles and turn those into some really creepy candles for a whole.
Stoked on that.
I'm super excited. That one's gonna be glitter too.
There will be glitter, there will be lights, there will be paint, there will be pool noodles. It doesn't get any funner than that, people. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll check you back here next week. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.